I did a lot today. I started by building up a little villager trading section, which took a little while, and then I got all of the basic trades. By that I mean I got mending, and that's about it. Besides that, I worked on my house a bit. I made a little basement area where I started working on a farm. Then I decided to do a little bit of exploring, so I went and found an ancient city where I got a bunch of loot and almost died a couple of times. But luckily I got out unscathed and returned home. So yeah, that's about where I am right now. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna try to get some basic resources to finish up what I've been doing. Right now I need to level up so that I can put breaking on my pickaxe, so that I can begin making a mob farm, because a mob farm is going to get me things like gunpowder and bones, which is going to be helpful for bone mealing crops and making TNT for mining, especially ancient debris mining. Let's find some cows. Armorer. You're probably a really good person to trade for, because aren't you the guy that gives me diamond armor if I level you up all the way? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. So my plan is that once I get this mob farm built, I can find some ancient debris using the TNT I'll get from the gunpowder. And then after that, I'm going to go to the end to get an elytra and hopefully some better enchanted armor. And tools, obviously. The reason I'm not going right off the bat is because Ender and Affinity already went to the end and probably got all of the end cities that were close to spawn. So if I do go to the end, I'm gonna have to make a little bit of a journey, and obviously the longer you stay in the end, the more likely you are to die. So just getting protected is probably a safe bet. On top of that, now that we're able to fight each other, I don't want to be left vulnerable. I'm not the best at PvP. I am better at 1.9 PvP than I am 1.8 PvP. So I do have a little bit of an advantage there, while everybody else is probably better at 1.8 PvP because they play Hypixel and stuff. However, definitely a lot of skills do carry over from 1.8 PvP, like timings and just general combat strategy in general. So I definitely am going to need some armor, because if they come at me with stronger armor than me, being as good as PvP as they are, I'm definitely not winning any fights. So I definitely need to, you know, at least get some good protection on me so that I have a fighting chance. I actually haven't fought them in 1.9 style PvP before, so I don't exactly know how I'll fare against them. But you know, better be safe than sorry. So I need observers. How do I make observers again? Okay, I need nether quartz, which I have a little bit of. Do I have more? I don't. And I don't have any more redstone either. I have been neglecting getting redstone.
3 hours later.
Okay, I have the redstone. Now I just need to grab a little bit of nether quartz, and I saw some right inside the portal last time I went in here for gold, so it should be right there. There it is. I think that's probably good. We'll grab a couple more because we might need comparators. Got a lot of blocks to break. Who is here? It is Celeste. What you doing, Celeste? Okay. So I went back down in the mines for a little bit to get some more redstone, and I was successful on getting the redstone, but that was a godlike cave that I found literally right under my base, like right under my feet. And it was for a lot more reasons than just redstone. Not only did I get 32 freaking diamonds out of just one cave, but there's also an entire iron vein. So much iron that I couldn't fit all of it in my inventory, so there's still probably stacks upon stacks of iron down there, as well as the coal and other resources. So I got a lot of coal, a lot of iron, a lot of gold, a lot of lapis, definitely enough redstone, a bunch of diamonds, and there were also 2 dungeons and a geode, all in the same spot. One of them was a zombie spawner, one of them was a skeleton spawner, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. And this seems to be partially working. We got a little bit of stuff. I definitely need to put a chest down there so that I can actually store it, but I think this clock is too fast, and that's because I didn't feel like learning how to make a hopper clock, so it's just a chain of repeaters. I need to make it a little longer though. So after all of that, I ended up adding on a little bit more to my base. In my basement, I added a couple extra rooms, one for my portal and one for my enchanter. They definitely look a little bit better than before, with my nether pearl being out in my backyard and my enchanter just being crammed in the corner up on the first floor. And I also have a lot more room in my house now, so that's pretty nice. So this episode was a little short, despite me literally having 114 gigabytes worth of 30 FPS footage to show and edit down, except most of that was pretty boring and just me doing a lot of like tedious work, so I ended up just cutting down most of it. There was also some issues with my microphone in some of the parts, so it was a little like hard to, you know, exactly find good stuff. Hopefully the next one will be a bit better. I plan to go to the end, so look forward to that. Anyway, see ya.